All right, welcome back to another game of AIG Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of this game. And in this game, we're going to play the 1979 California Angels at the Seattle Mariners. So this is somewhere around game 26-ish, 25. In my 1979 replay, we're almost to the end of April 7th. I'm going to play only with the batter cards, so no pitcher interaction in this one. This is definitely a way that you can play the game. I've got all set up. Over here, I've got all my charts laid out, and I'll be playing with the more advanced charts, so there'll be quite a bit of detail here. But only playing rolling off of the batter cards. So let's get this one started. It'll be Miller, Ford, and Carew against, what was his name? Odell Jones. So not super familiar with him, but here we go. I'm going to read the blue die first and the white die second. So 004 to Rick Miller. A 4 is going to be a double, and a double on a 50. Miller is a lefty, so that's going to be a high fly into the right center field gap, and that's going to get all the way to the wall as the outfielder can't get there, so double to right. So Miller at second base in scoring position for Dan Ford. Dan Ford, a right-handed batter. He's playing in right field. A 70 is going to be a ground out that goes to, I just have to remember like where I'm going to look. A ground out to 87 is going to be an infield single. No play. So going to move up on the single as he gets a little tapper on the infield. So runners at the corners for Rod Carew, the Hall of Famer. 23 for Carew is going to be a base knock. And a 15 on a hit will be a grounder up the middle, single into center field. So Ford, his extra bases are 56. I think I'll just leave them there for now. And that's going to be a score on a single. So 1-0, Angels over the Mariners. 41 to Don Baylor. 41 is going to be a strikeout. So that'll be the first out of the game as Baylor goes down on strikes. All right, next up is Joe Rudy. He's here. 85 will be a fly out. That goes to, he's a right-hander. So fly ball, medium fly ball to right center field. The right fielder is going to be the person, and we're going to do a defense check on the right fielder. So that means that we are not a range check, a defense check. Yes, not an error check, a defense check. So we got to see if he gets there. 005, he will get there and make the catch. So we'll say F9 on the putout. Nobody's going to make an error on a 1 to 25, or not a. Everybody's going to get to the ball on a 1 to 25. Next up, with 2 down and 2 on, is Carney Lansford. Lansford playing third base in this game. 33 will be a walk. And nothing funky on that walk. He works the count, draws a walk. So that's going to load the bases. Sorry. So that'll load the bases for Brian Downing. 39 to Downing is going to be a strikeout. So 86, that means curveball freezes the batter, and he strikes out looking. So third out, they leave the bases loaded, but they do score 1, and California takes a 1-0 lead over the Seattle Mariners. Good job by Odell Jones of getting out of that one relatively unscathed. It'll be Knapp on the mound against Cruz, Meyer, and Bhakti. So an 11 to Julio Cruz is going to be a base knock, and that will be what is Knapp? So Knapp is a righty. Jones, also a righty. So that helps us because the more advanced charts are splits driven. So what happens for a right-hander or left-hander is kind of important there. And Julio Cruz is going to be batting left-handed. So that's going to be a single that will be grounded through the right side, single to right field. Cruz at first. His stolen bases are stolen base plus, and he's an 87. We're going to go ahead and try to steal with him. Anything less than or equal to or less than 87 will be a stolen base. He's in there easily. And he's at second base with nobody out for Dan Meyer. Meyer playing in left field. 21 is going to be another base hit. And a 26 for a lefty will be a line drive to right field. That's a clean single. And now we got to make a choice on the base runner. So base running works to we have their extra base number, and you can modify it with the player's outfield number too. So Dan Ford is a -6, which is going to be not good. So that's going to be a positive to Cruz's number. So that makes him a 1-63 to get home. So let's just send him. It's 26, and he's going to make it as it's an RBI single to right. You know, it's almost a 2 out of 3 chance. So Bhakti to the plate, and a 30 to Bruce Bhakti is going to be a walk. So this one kind of rough start going out for everybody. It's 1-1, nobody out, 2 on, 81 to Leon Roberts. Is going to be a fly out. He's a right-hander. So a fly out to 11 is going to be a medium depth ball to left field, caught by the left fielder. I guess we should roll for the catches every time, but so that's going to be out number 1. We have Horton to the plate. This is Willie Horton. He's the DH. 008. That's going to be really good. That's a double. Horton a right-hander. So that will be a line drive down the left field line, and he's in with a stand-up double. That's going to score 1 for sure. And that's going to push the runner Bhakti to third. Bhakti is 41 on his extra bases. And our left fielder is Joe Rudy. He's a +1, so that turns him down to a 40. I think we'll hold up there. So that's going to be a 1 RBI double for Willie Horton. And that'll bring up Rupert Jones. So a 93 is a line out to 19. So left 19 on a line out is a line out to first base. So a line out to 3. No double play anywhere. And final hope here is Stein, Bill Stein. He is a 70. 70 is a ground out. Ground out to 35 is a routine grounder back to the pitcher. And a 94, just inside of his number. So a little bit of a low throw there, but scooped out by the first baseman. And that will end the inning. So 2-1 is our score after 1. Seattle on top of California. Next up, Bobby Grich, and he'll face off against Odell Jones. Bobby Grich, a 13. Grich is here. 13 is going to be a base hit. Grich, a righty, right-handed 85. He is going to be a liner to center field. XB check to advance. So you can advance with the extra base. We're not going to do that. He's not super fast. So like you could consider that to be maybe a single into the gap picked up by the center fielder. 29 to Rance Mullenix. Rance Mullenix is here. 29 is going to be a strikeout. So on that strikeout, it's a fastball down the middle. Got a swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 1 for Mullenix. So second time through the order, it'll be Miller back to the plate. He doubled and scored in his first at bat. 78 for Rick Miller will be a flyout, and left 18 on a flyout is a medium depth fly ball to center field, and no error on the play. That'll be out number 2. The runner's going to hold it first. And next up is Dan Ford. Ford with an infield single his first time up. 57 will be a ground out. Right 60 on a grounder is a 6-4 or 4-6-3 double play, so a grounder to second base. And we'll just go, they said 4-6. So it says otherwise 4-6 fielder's choice. So he's going to take the short way, go to second base, and that's going to be it for California in the top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 is our score. Seattle leads. And they'll send up Stinson, Mendoza, and then back to the top of the order with Cruz. Stinson is Bob Stinson. He's got an 11. 11 is a base hit. He's batting left-handed, so that will be a single through the right side and into right field for a knock. Stinson, not a good person to be stealing bases with, so he's going to stay there. Mendoza, this will be Mario Mendoza, as in the Mendoza line. You can see yours right at it, 198 average. 79 is going to, a 7 is going to be another base hit. Right 79, I feel like we really saw something here. We saw a base hit from Mario Mendoza. Right 79 is going to be a hard liner to left field, and we need to do an error check on the left fielder. 52, he's going to make the catch. So that's a line drive single to left. And that pushes the runner up. He'll be station to station. Next up is Julio Cruz for his second at-bat. He singled, stole a base, and scored in his first at-bat. 97, though, is going to be a pop-up. That's left 88 on a pop-up, and that will be a pop-up down the third base line. Pop-up to third base down the line. So I guess we should call it foul out 3-5. That's out number 1. And we have 2 on and 1 out. And it will be Dan Meyer to the plate. He had an RBI single his first time up. 0-0-1. That's going to be a rare play. We do have our rare plays over here. Yeah, so we check our rare plays. An 84. That's on page number 2. And 84, lightning flashes. Umpire halts the game. We must re-roll. 88 to Dan Meyer. 88 is going to be a flyout. That's left 07. So left-hander, medium depth fly ball to right field. Yeah, it's going to be out number 2. That's not going to do enough. Medium depth, that's going to add nothing to our XB. So our players are going to stay put on the bases. Bhakti up, he walked and was stranded at third in his last at-bat. 63 is going to be a grounder. Left 23 is a routine grounder to first base. Check the error. No error on the play, on the catch or the throw. So that'll be a toss to first base, and that'll be it. So they get 2 on, Seattle does, but then they get 3 straight outs. Go to the top of the third. It is 2-1 Seattle over California. Up first is Rod Carew. Carew with an RBI single on his first at-bat. 71 is going to be a grounder. Left 52 will be a grounder to second base. And let's just double check on the catch. And the throw, our second baseman is Cruz. He's a 97, so no problem there. I got to remember to do that. Don Baylor to the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. A 27 is going to be a walk. So run-of-the-mill batter works the count. draws a walk. Joe Rudy to the plate. 88 to Joe Rudy is going to be a line out to 67. So right 67 on a line out is a hard liner to center field. And make sure he makes the catch. He does. And so we'll go L8. The put out, that's out number 2. Runners are going to hold per the result chart. Runners hold. 69 is Carney Lansford. 69 is going to be in a ground out to 15. Right, 15 is a routine ground out to short. And the play is made. We'll just go 6-3 on the put out. And that'll be 3 outs in the inning. So we head to the bottom of the third. Seattle up 2-1. And it will be the middle of the order, Roberts, Horton, and Jones. A 100 to Leon Roberts is going to be a wild pitch, so that doesn't mean anything. Nobody on base. So we have a 50. A 50 will be a strikeout. So batter chases an off-speed pitch out of the zone. So we get a strikeout swinging. That'll be out number 1. Willie Horton to the plate. Horton doubled and drove in a run in his first at-bat. 38 is going to be a strikeout there, too. 81, batter swings and misses for strike 3. If there was a runner at first base, he would have tried to add a hit and run on the play. Kind of a unique one. And Rupert Jones to the plate. 82. That'll be a fly out. Left 81 on a fly out. Is a medium deep fly ball to right field. If there was a runner at third base, he would tag. The play is made in right. So 1-2-3 inning for Knapp, and we head to the top of the 4th inning. Still 2-1, our score here in Seattle. Next up is Brian Downing, Bobby Grich, and Rance Mullenix against Odell Jones. Jones can go 6 innings, so can Knapp. So that's sort of where we'll consider bringing in a new pitcher. 008 to Brian Downing. An 8 is going to be a double. Right 80 on a double is an automatic double. Bounces over the left center field wall. And Downing is in with his first hit, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. Bobby Grich. Grich is here. A 24 to Grich will be a single. Right 58 on a single is a blooper into shallow center field. The ball is trapped by the center fielder as he dives and he tries to get to it. So that's going to push the runner here. He had to hold up, and so he'll be at third base. 2 on, nobody out for Rance Mullenix. A 94 to Mullenix will be a pop-up. Left 94 on a pop-up is a short pop-up between shortstop and left field, and the shortstop is there to grab it, and he'll make the play. So fly ball to left. Fly ball to 6. All right, back to the top of the order with Rick Miller, 3rd time through the order for Odell Jones. 67 is going to be a ground out and a 67. So left 67, that's a slow roller to second base. We're going to have an error check. I do those anyway. So he's going to make the catch. We have runners at first and second base. I'm looking at my base running on ground outs chart. So runners at first and second, no outs or 1 out. We have 1 out. So if it's a slow roller, the throw is to first base and all runners advance. So it's a slow roller to second. So we're going to go 4-3 on the put out. And that means that the runner we had runners at first and third. Sorry. Okay, so it says we have runners at first and third. If it's hit to shortstop or second base, we have a choice. Double play attempt or a force at second base and the runner holds. Because it's a tight ball game, we're going to take the force out at second base, so we'll go 4-6 on the put out. This guy is going to be there on a 4-6. He's going to be out on a fielder's choice, so out. And he will remain at third. All right, so I fouled that one up pretty good. But Ford, sorry, I thought he was at second base. All right, so now we got runners at first and third again with 2 outs, and it'll be Dan Ford to the plate. We had kind of a choice there. We can try for the double play to end the inning, or we can keep it alive, but the run doesn't score, so a little bit of a dilemma there. What do you choose? And this is what I'm going to go with. Fly out, right 16, and that'll be a medium depth fly ball to left field. Let's see if the play is made. It is. And so we'll say F7. And because of that choice that we made, there were no runs scored in the inning. Kind of a fun one to have to make a choice about that. In the bottom of the fourth, it's going to be Stein, Stinson, and Mendoza for Seattle. 92 to Bill Stein is going to be a line out. Right 35 will be a screamer to third base. And the play is made at third. Nice job by Carney Lansford to snag that hard hit line drive. Stinson to the plate. Stinson is Bob Stinson. A 97 is a pop-up. Left 64 on a pop-up is an infield fly, and that's popped up to second base. Make sure he makes the catch. He does. And with 2 down, Mendoza stands in. He's 1 for 1, and 18 is going to give him a walk. So Mendoza's been on base twice. Not a threat to steal. But we go back to the top of the order, and it will be Julio Cruz, who's 1 for 2. A 0-0-8 will be a base knock. So left 0-0-6. And that's a grounder through the right side, a single to right field. With 2 outs, this guy's going to be running, so he gets to third. And we have runners at the corners for Dan Meyer. A 22 to Dan Meyer is going to be another base hit, so left 32. And left 32 will be a bouncer past the second baseman into right field as that one sneaks through. And that will be an RBI single for Dan Meyer. Dan Meyer now with 2 RBI singles. This is another low roll for Bruce Bhakti at 21. Will be another base hit. Left 97 is going to be a soft liner to right field. The runner on second can try to score. We don't have one of those. So another hit that scores a run, and it's a little bit of a merry-go-round here against Knapp. And I don't know. It's now 4-1. 69, let's see if we can get Roberts out. 69 will be a ground out. Right 18 is a routine grounder to third base. And the play is picked up and the throw made to first. So we'll just go 5-3 on the put out. 2 runs come in, and that makes it 4-1. Seattle as we go to the top of the 5th. California's got some work to do. They got the middle of the order up. Carew, Baylor, and Rudy. They can turn this game around very quickly. 38 is going to be a strikeout, though. 96 on the strikeout. Fastball sinking away. And he flails and misses. Not something you see Rod Carew do too much. Don Baylor to the plate. Baylor is 0 for 1. 26 to Don Baylor will be a walk as he draws his second walk of the day. Joe Rudy to the plate. 74. 74 is a ground out to right 51. And that will be a 6-4-3 double play. So that's going to get rolled up. Let's just make sure that he makes the catch and throw. No error on the play. Okay. So 6-4-3 double play. So this is going to be a fielder's choice. Out 2, out 3. And just what the doctor ordered, as that erases the Don Baylor walk. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-1 is our score. Knapp back to the mound for probably one more inning. Horton, a 96 to him is going to be a pop-up. Right 61 on a pop-up is an infield fly to the shortstop. Let's make sure he makes the play. A 90, oh, it's a catch. So P6. We're reading the blue dive first. So 1 out. And Rupert Jones to the plate. 100 will be a wild pitch with nobody on base. We simply re-roll. 53 will be a strikeout. So curveball freezes the batter, and that is a strikeout looking. So nice breaking pitch from Knapp, who's got 2 down and nobody on. Stein, a 21, will be a walk as he works the count. And last chance here is Stenson, 51, will be a strikeout. So 42 is a changeup that fools the batter. Strike 3. Looking, actually. So the 2-out walk doesn't hurt them. And we go to the top of the 6th inning. It is 4-1. As this one moving right along, it'll be Lansford, Downing, and Grich for California. A 4 to Carney Lansford will be a home run, and this is right-handed 15, and that means that is a deep fly ball to left center field. It just clears the wall, so when it just clears the wall, we have an opportunity to rob the home run. Let's see, I had that chart. There are some more things that you would need to go through as well, but just your basic home run chart when it just clears the wall. So we're going to roll off and see if we get that. So we're reading the blue die. A 15 jumps and catches it. Home run is robbed in left field. So we're going to go with that. So Carney Lansford is robbed on a deep fly ball to left center field, as that is Dan Meyer, not a great outfielder. So he might not have even had a chance to do that, but I'm going for it anyway, and it makes for an exciting time. I don't even know if in Seattle you could rob the home run. There's a sort of a thing you can go through with all of the outfield wall and the player just to be able to have that chance at a home run, but I'm not going through that now. So exciting play. Out to left field, Lansford is robbed. We'll say Dan Meyer makes the play of his life. And it will be Downing to the plate. 53 for Brian Downing is going to be a strikeout. And that is a curve. No, he swings and misses for strike 3. So 2 down in the inning. Brings up Bobby Grich. A 4 to Bobby Grich. He's somewhere here. There he is. A 4 is going to be a home run chance. This is right 97. And it says a home run. Batter twirls the bat and walks halfway to first before he starts his trot. So Bobby Grich knew that one. And he said, nobody's bringing that one back. So it's now 4-2. And Mullenix to the plate. Mullenix is 0 for 2. A 39 to him will be a strikeout. And that will be, he chases an off-speed pitch out of the zone. So that's going to be strike 3. But the Angels do get one back in the 6th. It's 4-2. And we're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Seattle will send up the bottom of the order. Mendoza. Sorry. Oh, man, it's all falling apart. There you go. It will be Mendoza, then back to the top with Cruz and Meyer. So Mendoza to the plate. Mario Mendoza, 86, is a fly out. That is right 95. And that's a fly out to the warning track in center field. The ball will stay in the park, and it is caught for an out. So back to the top of the order with Julio Cruz. Cruz is 2 for 3. It's got a couple of singles, couple of runs scored. 35 is going to be a strikeout, though. as he's late on the swing on an inside fastball. And that will be out number 2. So 2 quick ones here for Knapp. Knapp has kept it together so far. Dan Meyer to the plate. 17, though, is going to be a base hit. Left 58 on a hit is a blooper into shallow center field, and that's going to fall for a knock. He is now 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. 98 to Bruce Bhakti. 98 will be a pop out. Left 75 on a pop out is a sky high pop. First baseman and the catcher collide, and the first baseman makes the catch, and so we'll call that foul out to 3 and an adventurous play, but the first baseman is Carew, and he comes away with it. So no runs score there. It remains 4-2 as we head into the 7th inning. Let me put you on hold while I bring in another pitcher. All right, the pitcher for Seattle is going to be Shane Raleigh. Raleigh comes in, he's a lefty. He can go 3 innings for his stamina, and he'll be back to the top of the order with Miller, Ford, and Carew. So 4th time through the order. Rick Miller, a 28, is going to be a walk. 40 will be batter lays off the pitch outside the zone, and that's going to be ball 4. Miller, a speedster, so actually he's not. But he can steal in this situation. So let's go ahead and do that. He's a 1-59. We could add in the batters -10, so that makes him a 1-69. And he is going to be in there safely with a late stolen base as he makes it to second base. Runner in scoring position for Dan Ford. Ford is 1 for 3. At 26 is going to be another walk. So back-to-back walks, and that fills in the base behind the runner. Rod Carew to the plate. Not a guy you want to have 2 runners on with, but he does strike out here. So a 96 will be a fastball sinking away. 2 strikeouts for Rod Carew in the same game. He's 1 for 4. 2 on and 1 out. 2 on and 1 out for Don Baylor, a 19. That sounds like trouble. That's going to be a base hit. Right 20 on a base hit is a grounder up the middle. That's a single into center field. We'll have to look at our base runners and see if they can advance. Miller is a 52. Our center fielder is Jones. He's a -2. So that makes him a 1-54. We got Joe Rudy at the plate. We're just going to hold the runners. We have bases loaded with 1 out. And we're going to sort of put the pressure on the defense. 36 to Joe Rudy is going to be a strikeout. So 63 will be a full count. That's a swing and a miss at a fastball. And now California's a little desperate here. They need Carney Lansford to come through with a knock, and he's not going to. A 54 is going to be another strikeout. So terrific job here as he swings and misses for strike 3. Terrific job here by Raleigh, who loads the bases but gets out of it without giving up a home run. So we go to the bottom of the 7, still 4-2. We're going to get a new pitcher for California, so let me put you on hold for that as well. All right, new pitcher is Dyer Miller. You can see him here. 1-0 record in 14 games, 3.31 ERA. All right, he'll face off against Roberts, Horton, and Jones. 81 to Leon Roberts. That'll be a fly out to 10. Right 10 is a medium depth fly ball to center field. Make sure he makes the catch. He does. And that will be out number 1. Next up is Willie Horton. He had an RBI double back in his first at bat in the first inning. A 30 will be a walk. And just your run-of-the-mill walk. Nothing strange there. He's on for the second time. 97 to Rupert Jones will be a pop-up. Left 27 on a pop-up is a sky-high pop-out to shortstop. Let's see if the shortstop makes the catch. He does. So we'll go P6. Runner will hold at first. Bill Stein to the plate. Another pop-up. Good job here by Miller. 95 Right 95 is going to be a short pop between short and left, and the shortstop goes out, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So we'll say P6 again. So a couple pop-ups to short left field, and the shortstop makes the catch, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. What are we doing here? We're doing it this way. Sorry. It's early. All right, brain, come on. All right, Downing, Grich, and Mullenix. 46 to Downing is going to be a strikeout. So 87 on a strikeout is a curveball, freezes the batter, gets him looking. That is strikeout number 3. He's got the hat trick today. He also has a double. 40 to Bobby Grich. Grich is also going to strike out. 100 caught looking on a fastball right down the middle. He was guessed wrong, and he is down on strikes. That's the first strikeout of the day for Bobby Grich. Grich now 3 for 4. Rance Mullenix to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Perfect day. And let's see, what do we got here? We got an 82, so at least make some contact. Fly out to left 39. That will be a deep fly out to right field, going back on it. He is the right fielder, Roberts, and he'll make the catch at the warning track. So fly out to 9, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Raleigh. As he holds down the California offense, it's 4-2. Got a good one going, and it will be Seattle trying to stretch their lead against Miller. Miller going to give him another inning. He'll face Stinson, Mendoza, and Cruz. A 95 to Stinson will be a pop-up to, what is he? He's a right-hander, so batting left-handed. Pop-up 16. And that's a routine pop to first base. And the catch is made at first by Rod Carew. Up next, Mario Mendoza. 62 Mendoza is going to be a ground out as he pounds one into the ground. Right 100 will be a high chopper to third base. We have to check the XB, whether he's safe or out at first. So it's basically going to be his XB rating is a 37. So 1 to 37, he'll be safe. We're reading the blue die, and he is going to be out on the play. So we'll call that 5-3 on the putout. And back to the top of the order with Julio Cruz. A 98 will be a pop-up as Cruz pops it up to third base. Routine pop to third base, and that's going to be caught by the third baseman Lansford. So that'll be out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Dyer Miller. And we head to the 9th inning. Seattle, let's see if they have a closer. Proper closer. It would be somebody up here, Byron McLaughlin. So we'll go with McLaughlin and see. He will be a right-handed pitcher and 4-0-94. So Raleigh goes 2 innings. And coming in here to face the top of the order is going to be Byron McLaughlin, 47 games pitched, 4.22 ERA, 74 strikeouts, 60 walks. And it will be Miller, Ford, and Carew. California down by 2. Seattle looking to hold on for the 4-2 victory. It's 40. A 40 Miller is going to be a strikeout, and that will be a changeup. Fools the batter. Strike 3 looking. That's a tough take, but out number 1. Ford to the plate. He is 1 for 3. An 11 to Dan Ford will be a base knock. He'll be 2 for 4. Right 15 on a base hit is a grounder up the middle. That's a single into center field. So Dan Ford is on. He is a stolen base 66. The catcher is a -10. That makes him 76. So let's go ahead and try to steal second with him, get him into scoring position. It's a 64. He's going to be in there with the stolen base. Everybody can steal at this point from the 7th inning on. So probably didn't have a lot of steals. Dan Ford 8 out of 13, but it's not like he stole one base or something. Next up, Rod Carew, 28. 28 to Carew is going to be a walk, and that will be. He works the count, he draws the walk, and there are 2 on now with 1 out for Don Baylor. Does he have the hero card? We'll see. 23 is going to be a single. Right 15 on the single will be a grounder up the middle. That's a single to center. And we got to make a decision about Dan Ford. His XB rating is a 56. Our center fielder is Jones. He's a -2. So that makes him a 58. We're going to put the pressure on the defense. 1 to 58. He'll score from second base. And he is gunned down. Look at that. A 60. So terrific job by the center fielder, Rupert Jones, who goes 8-2 on the putout. That's out number 2. And the runners will hold at first and second. So 2 down, 2 on for Joe Rudy. 15. That's going to be another hit. As Joe Rudy, a 15 with a base hit. Right 18, and that'll be another grounder up the middle into center field. And this one with 2 outs is going to score this runner. It's the advantage of 2-out hits. 2-out hits will always win you ball games. And right now, it's put them within striking distance. Carney Lansford to the plate. He is 0 for 3. A 27 to Lansford, possibility. That's going to be a walk. 76, just sorry about that. Oh, man. Something got right into my throat. So, 2-out walk. He is going to load the bases for Brian Downing. Shake these up real good. A 54 will be a strikeout, and with 2 outs, McLaughlin delivers. A 54-85 is going to be a curveball. Freezes the batter. He strikes out looking. He can't get the bat off his shoulder, and that's going to be the 3rd out. As California scores 1, they make it interesting. But this one is going to conclude with a 4-3 victory for Seattle. Let me put you on hold, and I will come back with the totals. All right, and back with the totals here. It will be a 4-3 victory for Seattle. For California, it's 3 runs on 11 hits, no errors. For Seattle, 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Knapp is going to take the loss. He goes 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 4 Ks. And Odell Jones gets the victory, going 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So the the big breakthrough, we got a couple of innings here, or a couple of runs here in the first inning. Dan Meyer with a couple of RBI singles in this one led the way. And for California, they get an RBI single late from Rudy. It was a couple of singles here for Dan Ford, but kind of scattered everything. They had a big chance here in the first inning, had bases loaded with 2 outs, and got a strikeout from Brian Downing, which quelled that threat. So this is AIG Baseball. Now you can go to clarkandaddisongaming.com. You can download this entire 1979 season, which, I have it here in my folder. So I've just printed out everything here so you can see all the teams. I've gone through and just printed out the pitchers and batters on one sheet of paper so that if I want to play with the pitcher cards, I can just play them like this and just have the pitchers here however I need to be able to. They modify some of these ratings here, so you can read through the booklet and see how that works. I did not do that here. It takes a touch longer, not much, but just a touch. And playing with the simple setup is easier than playing with the more advanced, but you can see, this is a singles and doubles, so everything is based off of splits, so a right-handed or left-handed batter. And then, they've got different other things that you can do inside of here. The bold is going to be a guaranteed error check. I like to do the errors on every play. You don't have to do that. It's going to be a more realistic gameplay if you do that, but it's one more dice roll. If you have any questions or comments about this game, leave it in the comments section. You can also email me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com. This game is super awesome. I love it. I'm on this is game 27 of the 79 replay. And it just feels like a really good, solid, old school status pro type baseball game. And it's got a lot of interesting extras. So we've got our base running on ground outs here. We've got different types of strategies for sack bunts. This is what we use for our defensive checks. Any injuries, so if somebody gets hit by a pitch, you can check that out. This is what the ground out fly out chart looks like, again, by splits. And any base running modifiers on flyouts, so if the ball is hit to the warning track, you add to their XP, and then you can do the advancement if you want to with that extra oomph there. We have lots of like super kind of advanced charts. So if you want to do defensive alignments, this is the effect that has and which positions are affected. You can do batter level strategies. So if you want to be aggressive, then you make these adjustments to the pitcher's pitching values on their card. And then if you want to take a power swing, you need a home run, you can take a power swing, and then you'll make these adjustments to their batting numbers here, right? So these different ranges. So his power will go up 1, doubles will go up 2, strikeouts also will increase, and walks will go down, and groundouts will decrease when you decide I want to power up here. We use the Rob home run chart here, so about 35% of the chance he'll rob the home run. Otherwise, it's going to be out of his reach. And then we have our rare plays, which we used as well. So there's 2 pages of rare plays that you can use. We have an AI manager. So if you want to sort of play one team or the other, you can use this AI manager to figure out pitching strategies for the other team so that you don't have to manage both teams. So these are sort of strategies of different parts of the game. How to do late game substitutions. So that's included as well. And then there is a batted ball section. I don't know if I'm going to ultimately include that because we have the between the lines now. So this is the basic sheet. So if you just want to do a basic player finder, it tells you whether to do an error or defense check. It gives you the base running on ground outs. It gives you the base running on flyouts, so the extra modifiers. And then with the infield in. So this is all on one of these sheets already. I don't know which one of these sheets. So the first one, it's always the first one, right? So it's the same as this one. It's just ported over to a single sheet, so you get the same thing. But it has a player finder here, which normally you would use like this type of play to find the player. So you can go through and play either one of those, whatever fits the bill for you. This is going to play a little bit faster because you don't have as many checks. And then this is a whole new system for sort of, it's a lot like Between the Lines, which is more filled out, but it's like a basic version of that. So something you can go check out. You can play out the entire season of 1979, and it's been super fun to be able to play that. This one, if you have thoughts on the game or things that need to be changed or additions that need to be made, things like that, then please email those to me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com, and be happy to take that into consideration. Yeah, it feels full and it feels, mostly finished, but we'll see. All right. I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.